Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how I created this hexagon tile generator. Before we start, I'm going to show you how I create a hexagon tile in Blender. It's really simple. I just add a circle mesh, then set the vertices to 6, and set the fill type to hexagon. Before we export, I need to scale X, Y, and Z to 0.5 to match the Unreal Engine default cube mesh size. Let's compare the hexagon mesh and the default cube mesh. You see, they are the same scale size. Now, let's create an actor and name it BP Hex. Add a static mesh component, then assign our hexagon mesh to it. Create another actor and name it BP Hex Tile. Add 3 variables of the type float, name them row, column, and hex size. I set hex size to 100, set column to 10, and set row to 5. Now, let's create a helper function. Add a function, and name it getHexWidth and height. Add 2 output variables of the function type float, name one hexWidth and the other hexHeight. Set the hex size variable into the hexWidth output. Create a square root node, set it to 3, then divide the hex size by 2, and wire the result to the hexHeight output variable. Add a new function and name it getHorizontalSpacing. Add an output variable of function type float and name it HorizontalSpacing. Drag the getHexWidth and height node in, then take the hexWidth and multiply it by 0.75. Then wire that to the output variable. Add a new function called calculateTotalWidth and height. Add 2 output variables of type float, and name them totalWidth and totalHeight. Get the column variable, multiply it by the getHorizontalSpacing result. Then add the hexWidth multiplied by 0.25. Then set it to the output variable totalWidth. Take the row variable, then multiply it by the hex size, add the hex height, and then divide by 2. Set this to the output variable totalHeight. Add a new function named getStartLocation. Add an output variable of function type vector, and name it StartLocation. Use the getActorLocation node and subtract a makeVector node. Use the total width divided by 2 and set it to X, and the total height divided by 2 set to Y. Add a new function named createTile. Create 2 for loop nodes. Use the column variable, subtract 1 from it, and set it to the last index for loop 1. Then use the row variable, subtract 1 from it, and set it to the last index for loop 2. Promote the loop indexes into local variables, naming them C and R. Now, create a spawn actor node, and assign the class to our BP hex. Use the getStartLocation node, then add a makeVector node. For the x value, use the C local variable multiplied by the getHorizontal spacing result. For the y value, use the r local variable multiplied by the hex height. Then add the C local variable modulo 2. Then multiply by the hex height divided by 2. Now we can set this to the input spawn location. Call the createHexTile function in the beginPlay event. Now we can drag the BP hex tile into the level scene to test it. Now we can see that the hex tile is generated. Let's set the hex size to 110 to see some spacing between the hex tiles. Let's make the hex tiles generate one by one. We can add a new function called getHexLocation. In the createTile function, we copy the logic from the spawn tile node into the getHexLocation function. Add two input variables of function type float, name one column and the other row. Now we can replace the local variable C with the input column, and R with the input row. In the beginPlay event, I delete the createHexTile function. Then I add a new custom event, name it as GenerateSTile. Create a setTimerByEvent node. Set the timer to 0.025. And set looping to true. Promote the output timer pin to a variable named timeHandle. Create a custom event named SpawnHex. Add two new variables of type float, name one current row and the other current column. Let's do a branch to check if the current column variable is greater than or equal to the column variable. If it is true, we clear the timer handle. If it is false, we spawn a hex tile. Use the getHexLocation node, then set its row and column inputs to our variables. Then we can set this to the spawn hex location. After we spawn, we increase current row by 1. Then we do a branch to check if current row is greater than or equal to the row variable. If it is true, set the current row variable to 0, then increase the current column by 1. Now we can call the GenerateTile event in the beginPlay event. Right now, the tile only spawns 1. Let's fix the issue. My mistake here is using the row and column variables in getHex location. Change them to the current column and current row variables. Now the tiles are being generated, but it's too fast to see. Let's create a camera actor to watch from on top of the hex tiles being generated. Now you can see our hex tiles being generated. Can adjust the speed of the hex tiles showing by changing the time in the Set Timer by Event node. Now we're done here. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe to the channel.